Last Minute Man, and we are here today from the Man Cave. I'm with my good buddy, Mr. Obvious. And Mr. Obvious, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about the Springfield SA-35.
And we've already done the unboxing of this, so we'll show you that now. All right, Mr. Obvious, if you would, do the honors.
Do the honors.
Yeah, man.
See what we got here. Okay. We have got...
It comes in a really nice pouch. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got...
you got all your manuals and...
all the paperwork in here, all kinds of good stuff.
You get a bumper sticker.
Yeah. We got a key lock in there, so we can lock it up if need to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never used those in my life. It's good to know that it's there, though.
But you got it if you do need it. Yeah, so here's what we have in here.
Right. Would you look at her?
Yeah.
Isn't she a beauty?
Yep, she is a beauty.
Wow.
Let's get this out of here. Get the little safety piece out. All right.
I'm bringing it up here close. Wow, would you look at her?
Yep. Yeah, so SA-35 Springfield. Kind of, I guess, the Browning patent.
Yeah, it's a high power clone is what they're calling it.
9mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She is pretty. It feels good in your hand.
Yep. Yeah, and it's not a double action, so it is single.
True to form.
Yep, so cock it the first time and she should unload from there.
And we are back just to look at her, give you our initial impressions. And I love the way this thing feels in my hand. It feels very sweet. This has not been fired yet. We have not put a round in it. So everything is fresh and new. And we'll talk a lot more about what we like, don't like, pros and cons in the AAR. But my initial impression is it's very well balanced. I like the way this feels in my hand. It's neat.
I always did like the feel of these guns. I had one time owned two of the Browning, the original Browning, and that's back in probably early '80s. I had those, and I really liked them, but they was pretty much jam-o-matics.
Some issues with them.
Yeah, I mean, the only ammo I could get a halfway run decent out of that jam was old Blazer with the aluminum case.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh, that's
it was weird, but I'd shot Remingtons, Federals, everything I could find to it, and they still every once in a while they'd hang up, and so I ended up selling them because they's jam-o-matics.
Right. Well, so, we're going to go out here shoot this baby, see what she does for us, and then we'll come back with an AAR, but let's get some shooting done. Okay, Mr. Obvious, we have two magazines loaded up. Let's show the folks what we got them loaded up with.
One full of Blazer, one full of Federal.
And, you know, guys, we don't have the budget of Grand Thumb or Hickok 45, so we're just shooting these two mags, and we're basically doing a function check here and kind of getting our initial impressions. And in true Last Minute Man form, it is windy as the dickens out here. So, Mr. Obvious, without any further ado, pick one of these, and he picked the Blazer.
I'll go with a Blazer.
All right. Give us a couple close, you know, just good tight shots, and then rapid fire. Show us a function check here.
All right.
Now, I'm going to come over on this side so I don't get sprayed with brass.
All righty. See what happens.
I'm going to get to the side here.
All right.
Here we go. Yeah. Rapid fire. All right. Well, she seemed to go pretty smooth there. All right, now let's try the Federal. All right, so Mr. Obvious just emptied that mag. Shot pretty good. Now I'm going to try the same thing and see how she does. with Federal. Here we go.
We did pepper that target real good.
We're hitting it at the bottom there. I actually was shooting a lot lower than you when I shot. Just the way I look through the sights, I guess. But takes getting used to. But yeah, functioned absolutely flawlessly.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it. Let's get back to our AAR. And we are back with our after action report. And what do we have to report today, Mr. Obvious?
I'm going to report a good little shooter here. I mean, I love the feel, the balance of this gun. You can see on camera, it is unloaded, mags out. It just, when you shoot it, it rocks back and falls right back in place. And I like that about a gun. It's not front barrel heavy, not at all. And you can see it's got a slim contour. And it's got a longer barrel than some of your short compact guns, and I'm sure we're pumping out some good velocity out of this. We didn't do a chronograph test, but I just love the feel of it. These guns always did fit my hand. What do you think?
Yeah, I really like it. I really like it. Now, one thing I noticed when Mr. Obvious was shooting, if you were really going to carry this firearm, and I do think it's a viable option for carry, it feels good. It's clearly it's fairly reliable. I mean, we just shot 2 mags out of it with no hiccups. Those were the first shots ever fired out of this. So we haven't really put it through its paces. But like I said, we don't really have that kind of a budget here. So operating on a shoestring budget. But we are still bringing you some pretty cool firearms, you know. But one thing I noticed, Mr. Obvious was talking about the way he shoots. If you were going to carry this, you would have the safety on clearly, because it is a single action pistol. So if you were going to draw it to present that weapon, your thumb would be riding on top the safety, okay? And you're going to bring that down. I would imagine, you know, the way, like I carry a 1911, and that's the way I shoot. I'm right on top of that safety as I'm firing. Now, Mr. Obvious was holding it, and as he was going, I noticed you also tend to rock a little bit when you shoot.
I shoot like I'm shooting target or shooting like a pole. I just let it release and drop. And
that caused you to get a little bit of a push up on the safety.
My thumb hit the safety and pushed it up, set it, and I had to push it back down.
And again, these are just training things, people. So if you are going to carry a firearm like this, train with it, and you can overcome these kind of little things. Just wanted to point that out. One thing I will point out also, I don't get any hammer bite when I hold it, but I choke up pretty high on a pistol when I hold one. And I do that trying to get the center of I guess, force as close to the inside of my forearm as possible. So I have a lot of control over it, so it's not bouncing up on me. And if you watch when I rapid fired, I was putting them, now I was shooting consistently low, but that was just my sight picture or the ammo, one of those two things. But it was hitting pretty low, but I was hitting the target every time. And even out on a rapid fire. And the reason I'm able to do that is because I've got really good stiff control over that firearm, and I can lay them in. But you do get a little bit of bite here. Nothing dramatic, but you are getting just where it grips here. It's a little sharp. You know, I'm being nitpicky. It is an excellent firearm, feels really good in my hand. I don't like that the safety doesn't have a real positive click. I want a more positive click on that engagement. The trigger, I think it is an adequate trigger. So pull the trigger, and I don't know what the trigger pull is on this. We can get the wheeler gauge out and do that. Check in with the wheeler gauge here, the trigger pull. And there's no back safety there, so that's kind of nice. You don't have to hold it funny.
Let's see what we got here.
5 pound, 14.4 ounces. Let's try it one more time here and verify.
We're Yeah.
6 pounds, 4.7.
Yeah, according to how, I guess how high or low you get on this trigger.
So you're right around 6 pound trigger.
Yeah, right around 6 pound trigger.
Oh. And now I'm going to do the reset. So after it fires, let's see how this reset.
Turn your hand the other way, they can see your finger. Yep. So it's got a pretty long reset.
Hold on, it's still not out.
Click. There it is.
Okay. And again, it doesn't have a very positive engagement. Now there's aftermarket triggers for these that I am aware of. And actually there's a lot of videos on this online. So everybody seems to be really excited about this firearm. I am no exception. I think it is really cool. In the price point that it's at, it's under $700. That's its MSRP. I think you wouldn't expect everything to be really refined, but it's got some room for improvement, I think. But it is, I think, a reliable firearm from everything I've read. Us shooting it the little bit we did just then, it seemed very, very reliable to me. Feels good in the hand. It shoots accurate.
Yeah, I was holding target on top of the bead, just holding right there, and I was hitting right in there about every shot.
Oh, he's piling them in there, yeah. And I was looking at it the same and getting a much lower print, but you know, is that the ammo or is that me? Probably a little bit of both, you know, because the different ammo will shoot differently. But the gun shoots great. No negatives. Just training. You know, you got to train with anything you're going to carry.
Yeah.
And also, my carry ammo is what I would train with if I had this. And I'm sure it feeds hollow points just fine. We didn't have any here today to shoot with it.
Well, the ones you get anymore is like you get a box of 20 or 25 and they're real expensive, so I wasn't going to blow them away.
No.
I got them for carry, you know. So.
Well, and if you are going to carry it though, you need to shoot them. You need to train with those bullets because your print is going to be completely different. You know, where that bullet's hitting, I've seen them change radically. I mean, like I said, it could have been the way I was looking through the sights there, but the Federal ammo was printing a lot lower than the Blazer, and those are both full metal jackets.
Yeah.
So definitely train with whatever ammo you're using.
Yeah, I mean, let's put an empty mag in this.
She weighs here. We're getting 1 pound, 15.6 ounces.
Okay.
So we got the weight. It's not the most lightweight carry piece ever, but that isn't bad. My 1911 I carry weighs more than this. so I'm 2 pounds. What is it, like 7 ounces or something like that on an empty 1911. But I like the way this feels in the hand. You can see why so many militaries have used it over the years. It does have the redundant safeties on it. Really, I mean, I really like it. I mean, John Moses Browning was definitely a genius.
Yeah.
And the magazines, we got these Metgar mags.
Yeah.
And that's actually what Springfield uses, as far as I could find online. They're using the same mags.
They look identical.
Yeah, and you know what? They're relatively inexpensive too.
Yeah.
So you're not going to go out and spend, you know, $120 on your mags. Not yet, anyway. but yeah, they're relatively inexpensive. A lot of people make mags for these. You can get pro mags and things like that. I would stick with these. These are excellent mags.
Yeah, I just love to feel them. Always did. From back in the 80s, the old Browning high powered. Now they redesigned this and made it, and this gun don't jam up, hang up what I see, and it.
No, it's shooting good.
Yeah, we put 2 different ammo through it, and it just flawlessly just kicked them out.
And that's really, at the end of the day, that's what counts. Are you getting rounds downrange? Are you hitting the target with it? You know, yeah, as long as Big Brother lets us have our constitutional rights and we can have nice firearms like this, you know, I'd say life's pretty good.
Life's pretty good.
Yeah.
And this gun does not have a decocker, but
that'd be nice to see. I don't know if that's something.
But you can carry it locked and cocked.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that.
And that's something I'd like to point out too for people that are squeamish about that. I carry my 1911 that way, regularly. I mean, I carry it everywhere, and it's always in the ready to go position with the safety on. Now, I've heard people say, well, I just don't feel safe with that. Well, guys carry Glocks, and there's no manual safety on them. Now, well, the Glock's got 3 safeties. They say, yeah, it's got a trigger, and if you pull it, it goes bang. And that's the way these are. It's really, it's a mental hiccup I think people have. It's very safe, very secure. Militaries have been using these for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think there's some militaries still use the high power. Yeah. But don't quote me on that. By all means, fact check me. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below if we're getting anything wrong here. If you agree, disagree, if there's anything we missed, if there's anything you'd like us to do with this gun, it definitely delivers. It works the way it should work. And I'm very happy with it. I think it's a very nice firearm. And I would say, if you're looking to purchase a 9mm, I personally would buy this over a Glock. Not necessarily because it's a better firearm than a Glock, but it's I would say this is more likely to be a collectible or an heirloom. Glocks are like Bic lighters to me. They kind of depreciate value, and I know I'm going to get some hate mail on that one. But that's the way it is to me. It's a 1911 or something's like having a Zippo lighter. It doesn't mean it works better than the Bic lighter, but it's a little more refined. It's neat. It's something that I think holds its value better, and I think that this fits the bill there, and I think it would hold its value a little better. A Smith & Wesson M&P is a great gun as well. Any of those. I mean, guys, there's every manufacturer in the world. I'm not dissing on them. They're all great firearms. But I think this is more of an heirloom piece.
Yeah, they're a little hard to get right now. I mean, it took me a few months, 2-3 months to get this one in. We had to wait and wait and wait and wait.
Dude, we were going on 4. 4 months.
I thank American Gun Pawn for getting that in. So, I mean, it took a while, but we got it, and they've already got several people backed up wanting one. So
he said, guys, you can auction that.
We can auction this one.
You'll make money.
Yeah, so a lot of people out there is wanting them. There's getting to be a demand for them. They're just a great.
Yeah, from what I read, Springfield can't make them quick enough.
Yeah.
So many people are purchasing them. They are neat. They are a good firearm. And we've got some other things coming up too. He's got some real nice rifles coming in and stuff. I'm looking forward to that. And so anything else we want to add?
No. All right. We're getting long-winded anyway, and I guess y'all kind of getting tired of us.
We don't stop. But anyway, everybody, remember, keep your knives sharp, keep your powder dry.
Subscribe to Last Minute Man. We appreciate it.